everybody, I'm Lene Gehrig and welcome to Paper Wishes vlog, where today we are looking at some Father's Day cards. This is a great card that Debbie made, and she used it making the hot off the press Happy Trails cutting die with this adorable retro trailer. And also what she used with this was from Authentique. She also used the Mr. paper pack, which is just filled with all kinds of great masculine stickers and die cuts and wonderful papers. So make sure you check that out. So let's also take a look at some of the cute little details on this card. Debbie used the dad came from Black Tiny Words and Phrases Dazzle, so that's a little sticker there. And see the cute little fence that's just made out of pastel gray cardstock. And then this quote actually came from the Mr. paper pack as well. Let's take another card here. This one, this is using your classic cutting die from hot off the press. And for this one, Debbie made this great label standing card. Look how great this is. You just pop these up and then they stand in place, one behind the other, which makes a great presentation, which I think is just adorable. And she used dark room paper pack from this for this as well with hot off the press. And I wanted to show you, she did some embossing here on this card, and we're going to do a little embossing today for this. So the first thing Debbie did was she took and die cut from black cardstock the car image, and then we're going to use our craft mat here. And Debbie actually used, this is Cosmic Shimmer, and it is mixed media bronze age, okay? And she used 2 coats on this particular car. I'm going to show you what it looks like with 1 coat, and then we'll heat emboss it, and then because there's a definite difference. One looks more grainy and kind of rough, and then the more coats you put on it, the more of an enamel finish you're going to get. So that's what we're going to go for today. All right, so we're going to take, even though I have my craft mat down, the first thing I like to do when using my watermark ink pad by Spectrum Noir, go ahead and I put a piece of scrap paper down so that I don't get that all over my background. So you just thoroughly coat this with the ink pad surface. And it's just clear ink, but it allows it to be sticky and hold on to the embossing powder. All right. So now I'm going to take that away because I didn't want to get my craft mat all sticky. Now the other thing I like to do is just bring in some blank paper, sprinkle that right on top of the sticky cutting or die cut. All right. And then we're going to just tap off the excess. Go. And because we don't want to waste any of this great stuff, then we're going to put this right back in the jar. Go. Okay, now this is where our craft mat comes in because it's heat resistant and we want to take care of our background. And I've got my heat gun in. This is a new one from Crafter's Companion that you can get at Paper Wishes. I'm going to put this on high, and I'm going to talk loud because this is kind of noisy. So Victor, my cameraman, if you could zoom in a little bit on this process, we can see it changing colors. There we go. See, it's going from a matte color to glossy. And when it's changed to glossy, you know that it's melted. All right, so all those little particles have melted, okay, and it's given us a really nice sheen on that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do that process again to get it even a more rich color. So I'm going to put this back on my little scrap here and tap it again with the Watermark by Spectrum Noir. Okay, so this piece of paper is kind of sticky now, so I don't want to use that anymore. I'm going to bring in my scrap paper. All right, so we're putting another second coat on here to get it even more of a rich texture. Oops, tap off the excess. And we want to save every little bit of this great stuff, so in it goes. There we go. All right, so now we're going to heat that again. All right, so I can tell it's got a nice thicker luster on there. All right. There we go. All right, doesn't that look pretty? Okay, I also wanted to show you another look for the same car. Okay, this is same die cut, same watermark, but on this particular one, Debbie used aged bronze embossing enamel from Stampendous, and it just gave it a very different look. It's got some gold and some bronze mixed in there, and it's got this dappled look to it that I thought was really pretty, and even the greeting has a different look to it when we compare it to, oops, the greeting here. And as you can see, she put a little white cardstock behind that to just make that really pop. All right, and let's look at the last card. Here is a great card that Debbie did, and Victor, if you could kind of pull out there, zoom out a little bit for me. So what she did with this is made a really great pocket, okay, using this same authentic Mr. paper pack, okay? And I'll show you how she did this. All right, so what Debbie did was she took some gray pearl cardstock, and she, it is 12 inches long by 5 inches wide. And then she just folded that in half, okay? And then she took another piece of cardstock that was 6.5 inches long and 5 inches wide, and she folded the left side of that over about 1/2 inch, okay? And then we're going to glue, we're going to just take some of the Spectrum Noir pen, some Cosmic Shimmer, and this is great glue, and we're just going to put some of that right on here. You could also use tape, double-sided tape, to do this if you'd like, but I have just come to find that I just use this glue for just about all of my paper crafts now. All right, okay, and then on the other side of the paper, we have put little dash lines for cutting, so it goes from the inside corners from here to here. And then just take my paper cutter, and I'm going to cut along those dash lines in order to make the triangle portion of the pocket. These are just the flaps that are going to be on the pocket rather. And I think you could just use this for making lots of different kinds of cards and lots of occasions. So it's a really fun pocket idea. Right, there we go. And then you just fold those in one over the other, and you've got your great pocket. And she, of course, covered her paper with patterned paper, and then she just put that pocket right in there. There we go. Okay, really couldn't be easier, and I just love all those fun techniques. So make sure you check out the special value that we have today for Father's Day for both the hot off the press cutting dies. If you are watching us with our vlog, just check below on the page on the video and you'll see the money saving link. And if you're watching us on YouTube, just check the description below for the links to both the Money Saver and to paperwishes.com, where we have lots more crafty inspiration and goodies for you. So thanks for joining me today.